Okay. What's up, Grower? What's good, Nick? Welcome in, dude. What's going on? We're just starting. Thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm doing all right. I'm starting to fix my sleep schedule a little bit, which is nice. I took a brief nap in the middle of the day, but not that long, so I think I should be able to go to bed, hopefully at a reasonable hour tonight. So that's a good thing. I'll take that as a W. In other news, feeling pretty caught up with things. I got some stuff done this weekend. Technically yesterday was a day off, but I got things done anyways because there's always things to do. Getting caught up with taxes, taught a couple chess classes, played a couple games of chess, made the content calendar for this month. We've gotten a lot done recently, the last few days, I think. I'm pretty happy about that. And then we took last night off and we stayed up late and we played video games with our friends, which was nice. I liked that. We played some Deep Rock, some Magic the Gathering. Emphasis on the Magic and less emphasis on the Gathering because it was not in person, it was on the internet, but that's okay. We still gathered online in Discord. That's what counts, right? And here we are, back again with something new. Something new. Let's, while we're waiting for a few others to gather in, let's download this calendar, which I don't have saved on this computer yet. We can show it to you guys and take a look at what's going to be happening this month and what we're doing today and all the good stuff we have to look forward to. Because there is some good stuff to look forward to. Things are happening, the wheels are churning, content is being created. Things are about to pop off, and you all will be the first. Hopefully, oh, I do have this saved already. Wow, that's fantastic. Look at me, I'm ahead of the game. Past Nick just helped future Nick out a huge ton. Okay, let's boot it up on this view. This is our game show that we did recently, which was quite fun. Our past content calendar looked like this, and I've been making revisions so that our new content calendar looks even spicier and fancier. Let's add the March one. I think that's a good idea. 2023, March calendar 2023. And then we can take a peek at that in case someone hasn't seen it yet, and then we can get into today's activity, which is a bit unique. We haven't done anything like this before, but I wanted to try something new. I wanted to give something new a shot today. All right, my friends. March, a good month. March is the month of many things. Lots of stuff going on this month. Of course, March is St. Patrick's Day. March is my sister's birthday is in March. It's next week. March is Pi Day. It is also the start of spring. Very nice month. Things are starting to transition away from the colder months into the warmer months, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, in which case you just had a bunch of nice warm months, and it is what it is. But yeah, it's a good month. Klebert, Medjaw, welcome in, guys. What's the good word? Are you going to talk about the difference between motivation? Yeah, actually, we are going to talk about that too. At least what I interpret them both as. I'm not going to really use, we can use dictionary definitions, but I'm going to go over. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. So real quick, in case anyone missed it, this is what things are looking like for the rest of March. We're doing a lot of chess this month. We're bringing chess back in full force. We first started doing chess on stream a little over 2 years ago, and it's been kind of been going in waves on our channel. We had a big chess wave back in the end of 2020 into early 2021, and then in the end of 2021, going into 2022, we got into it like a little bit, and then we paused for a while. We usually pause a lot for chess in the summer, and then we get back into it kind of in the winter months for some reason. I don't know why it always winds up like that, but anyways, we're going to continue with the chess grind. A lot of people have been liking our chess videos on YouTube, on TikTok, and also the content we do live here on stream, so we're going to be bringing back some more chess stuff. We have some new things we're doing, we'll get to in a second. Overall, here's how this is working for this month. All right, here's the stitch in case you're curious. It's Sunday, so I can make it. Let's go. So that's okay. The chess puzzle shorts are fun. Hell yeah. Yeah, and if you guys are currently watching the puzzles on YouTube Shorts, I would honestly recommend watching them either on Instagram or actually preferably TikTok. And I only recommend that not because TikTok's our biggest platform and, well, partially that, but also because we go live on TikTok, but also because TikTok has support for 3-minute videos. And unfortunately, YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels do not support that. Instagram Reels is 90 seconds and YouTube Shorts is only 60 seconds. So it's very frustrating, but I have to make them into like 2 or 3 parts sometimes because it doesn't fit in the time frame that you're allocated for YouTube Shorts. And people I've actually seen in the comments get salty about that because usually what people do, this is like a content hack. I think it's kind of scummy though. I don't like to do it really, but I've done it before, but I don't like to do it as much anymore. Is you intentionally make part 2s for things because it gets people to like subscribe to you or follow you or whatever. And yeah, like it's a good way to get more engagement and stuff on your videos and to get people to watch them all the way through, and to get people to come back and watch more. But the real reason why I make part 1 and part 2s for those shorts is because you literally can't fit it all into one video, and I filmed them too long, and I've been trying to shorten the puzzle recordings down to about a minute so it fits on all 3 platforms, but some of them take a little more depth or more analysis or they require a little bit more, so I like to spend the requisite amount of time on them because a puzzle is a puzzle, and similar to YouTube videos, the video needs to be as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. So it should be as short as possible where you cut everything that is unnecessary, but if there's a lot of necessary stuff to include, it should be included because it needs to make sense in the context of the puzzle. And I like to give people things to think about. I like to show other lines in the puzzles. I like to show the best solution, but I also like to show like why it's the best solution, each move, what the other options are. Because people have lots of questions during these puzzles. People have a lot of like, oh, what if rook g6? And I'm like, well, actually rook g6 doesn't work because there's a stalemate possible, you know what I'm saying? So like, I gotta make sure that I try to address the big points of the puzzle, and it takes time. So that's why some of those are chopped up a little bit. Smacky Dacky, what is going on, my dude? It's Bates profile views. True, and that's what we like. Getting debate. No, okay. The YouTube comments are mean sometimes. Yeah, you know what? I just kind of ignore them at this point. You know, we do get a lot of inspiration from creators like Gotham Chess and other chess content creators. And honestly, like it is what it is. Like both of us have a lot of energy. I've always had a lot of energy, not just because like Gotham does, but I've also always had a lot of energy. We're both straight white dudes from New York, so we have like similar upbringings. Like, I don't know, like that's just, we probably grew up in similar situation. We just have we're from a similar place, and like that is what it is. I mean, whatever. I'm just the only thing is I'm not as good at chess as him, so he's just the clear winner in you know, the most important area. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm just looking for a new vehicle. You're looking for a new car or a new other type of vehicle? That just says gonna mix it up this stream. Yeah, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna do something a little bit different. Excited to see your analysis of the Kennedy game, says Grau. Oh yes. Thanks for reminding me about that. We can actually maybe do that after we do this. It depends on how long this goes. This could be a little while because we're doing something different this stream. Okay, let's get back into things. So, what's going on this month? I said I'd talk a little more on stream. Here's how things are working. We're only going to be live on Twitch officially twice weekly on Sundays and on Thursdays. That's my game plan. And in fact, one of those on Thursdays, since it's chess and it's low pressure on my CPU because I'm not running a game, I can actually co-stream probably on both Twitch and TikTok. So those Thursday sessions will be co-streamed on both platforms. Monday and Wednesday will be dedicated also to TikTok, probably exclusively, but if it's a game that I would like to do on co-stream, I may some Mondays and some Wednesdays also go live on Twitch. And then occasionally, if I'm bored on a Friday or a Tuesday or something and I just want to go live because I feel like it, I will with some unplanned stuff. But I'm not going to commit to those times. These are going to be our official committed live days, and then we will do other lives if we feel like it, if I can. But I think having the extra time off, now that I have 3 non-live days, will give me more time to just actually focus on all of our offline content, our YouTube videos, our shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, planning content for our lives, or I don't know, doing stuff for Discord, really anything else, okay? And I have other jobs to do, guys. I teach chess and I also work part-time at an advertising agency, so trying to manage a lot of different things here. I think this is going to be good, and we're going to still be live, and We're also diversifying to TikTok a lot more, and we're focusing on TikTok a lot more. I really want to keep using TikTok as a platform because, you know, we get a lot of people in there. We get a lot of new people who come from there to Twitch. And I think we've made a lot of friends on TikTok. We've gotten a lot of people who we've seen are interested in chess on that platform. And also we've gotten some people who've started signing up for our future events, including the upcoming chess tournament that you guys should sign up for. I have made a club on chess.com, and you can play in the tournament, which I'm going to try to host through this club. I've never used clubs before on chess.com, but now that I'm like, I don't know if you need to be an affiliate or a partner to make a club. Maybe you don't, but I'm a chess.com affiliate now. So they showed me how to make a club, and they said it's a cool thing you can use to like have people battle each other and stuff. So I'm going to try to use the club that we have for our tournament next week. So 1 week from today, open chess tournament. I'm going to make a poster. I'll post about it places, and we'll see if we can get some more people involved in it. Regardless, that's what's going to happen that day. Okay, so Sundays are going to be Twitch exclusive events. The 4 that I planned for this month, starting off with today, how to stay motivated. We do have a series of educational type videos on our YouTube channel. They're mostly focused around content, and this will be focused around staying motivated with content too. The other ones I have are things like how to grow on Twitch, how to grow on TikTok. I have videos about how I do collaborations. I have a whole educational playlist on YouTube that you can check out. This one I wanted to give a more generalized one, and I also want to try a new type of content where I talk about things that I do in my day-to-day off stream that get me at least for today. I want to talk about things that I do to keep me motivated and keep me doing what I do. Anyways, we'll get more to that in a second. We have 2 tournaments. We have our chess tournament on the 12th, which I just mentioned. Hopefully you guys will participate. It's free to play. And then the Bomb Party tournament, which is a fan favorite. We've done 5 of these, and they're always big. It's super fun. Bomb Party is a free word game if you haven't played it before. Hopefully some of you will participate in that. That'll be in 2 Sundays, so 2 weeks from today. Some people I think are hyped about that. I have to post about that in the Discord too. We're going to start taking signups for both these tournaments. The chess, I think you can just sign up by joining the club, but the Bomb Party one I'll have signups for in the Discord. So if you're not in there, make sure you are. And then another game show. I'm already in the works of coordinating some people, and I'm going to try another type of game show that is going to build off the last one. You guys, of course, remember last week we had a very cool game show with Kells Bells, Third Night, Martianator, Pop Rock Poppy, and Joe Rawl, which was okay. It was a test run. I think it went fine. I think it was like a 5 out of 10, and I think it could be like a 9 out of 10 if we give it a little more work into it. So I'm gonna do something maybe a little different. I'm not gonna spoil anything yet, but we might just try like more focus on certain things and less on others. But anyways, we're gonna try another game show in 3 weeks, and I already have the participant pool. I'm hopeful for this pool of participants. I need to start reaching out to more of them, but I got at least 1, I think, on board so far, and then I have a pool that I'm very excited to have. So. And finally, for our TikTok lives on Monday and Wednesday. Oh, we need to do the chat. Okay, so for the TikTok lives on Monday and Wednesday, these are going to be focused around there's going to be no commitment for what I'm doing on these, but I'd say at least 50% of them will be chess, and the other 50% will either be like Deep Rock Galactic or something else I do with friends. I might try to plan some. Oh, I'm also planning chess, hand, and brain, but I don't know when that's going to be yet. We might try to squeeze it into one of these days. Maybe it'll be a TikTok day, maybe it'll be a Thursday, I don't know yet. Thursdays are gonna be focused on chess content. That's when we'll be doing things such as 1v1s, where you guys can challenge me, and I'll be pulling in people from TikTok and Twitch to do 1v1s. We did that last week, and it was very successful. We did this, I think, on Tuesday this past week. What did we do Thursday? Thursday we just did chess. Yeah, we did chess. I think we did it on Tuesday last week. But we're going to be continuing this as a recurring series. So I'm planning at least the 9th and the 23rd. We'll do 1v1s. And then the 16th and the 30th, we're going to try something new. We're going to do game reviews. I've done these once or twice in the past, reviewing people's chess games. So if you guys have games that you want to submit for me to review, I will be making a note of that in the Discord, so we have games to review during that time slot. So it can be a game, any chess game that you played, and I'll review it, and maybe we'll make content out of it if it's funny. yeah, I'll be prioritizing, and for 1v1s and for games, you know, if we just get a few challenges, a few games, we'll be able to get to everyone. If there's like for some reason a ton of popularity, or if these continue to increase in popularity, we're gonna have to, like, you know, we'll prioritize people who are subscribers, and then after we get through subscribers, we will go to everyone else. But I don't think we'll need to do that because we're not gonna have a bazillion games, I don't think, to review, unless like 30 people submit games to review, in which case we probably won't be able to review all of them, but we'll see what happens. Cool, we're on the same page. We're happy, we're good. Feeling all right? Okay. Today's conversation. And I changed the wording of this. So I changed the wording of this a little bit. I got past 700 and started last October. That's pretty good. That's honestly not bad. It's hard for me to put that as a point of reference because I don't actually know how long it took me to get to 700, because I played for so many years when I was a kid at an unrated level, and I never really knew what my rating was until post-college. Probably I didn't have an official chess rating until maybe 23 or something. I don't even know. I probably made my chess.com account like 2019, or I don't even know when I made it. I made it post-college for sure, but I could have been 1,000 in college and I didn't even know it. I don't think I was. Maybe I was. Maybe I was around 1,000, but I don't think I was. But I don't know. And then when I first made my account, I think I got to like 11 or 1,200 pretty reasonably, but it had been because I'd been playing for so many years. So maybe I don't know. Yeah, it's so hard for me to know how long it really truly takes for a person to get through those lower rating levels. But what I can say is it gets harder, of course, as you get higher. So it's kind of like a lot of things too, right? It gets more challenging as you try to push past and get to higher levels. The gap from 13 to 1,500, right, that I had to go through is definitely is definitely a little bit easier than this gap now from like 1,500 to 1,700. Like getting to 1,700 is going to be is very challenging. There's a lot of commitment. There's a lot of commitment, a lot of sacrifice you have to make. Let's pivot this conversation to the conversation about motivation, because today we're going to be doing a little bit of a conversation. I changed the title. Instead of how to get motivated, I'm going to name it to how I get motivated, because I don't think this is like a solution that's going to work for everyone. This is just what works for me. And if you want to try these things, maybe they work for you too. They might not. I don't know. And to be honest, there's probably a good chance it doesn't work for everyone or for most people, but these are the things that I do to get motivated. So let's start with what is motivation, and why should you listen to me about this type of stuff. All right. So motivation, what I believe, and we can Google this as well. Motivation to me is basically having the energy to get things done. And that can be simple things. It can be super simple things, basic life things, like having the motivation to eat 3 times a day. Or it could be extremely challenging things like having the motivation to like become an astronaut and be the first person to go to Mars. Like you can see how wildly drastic these things are. But anyways, regardless of what it is you want to do, building motivation for those things is similar, and it's tough to do. It's tough to have motivation to do things. Okay. And then on the contrast, what Club was saying, there's also discipline, and discipline is the discipline, I would say, my definition is going to be the ability to get things done even when you lack motivation. So on days where you don't feel like doing anything, someone who's disciplined is still just going to do it. Okay. You see this very often happen for people who've developed very good habits. So when you develop the habit of going to sleep at the same time every night, you start to become more like once you develop that habit, you will go to sleep at that time. Even if you don't want to, you will force yourself to. Same goes for exercising, right? I mean, I guarantee you the people who go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week, I know because I did for so long, don't want to go every day. But you do, because you have a habit of doing it and you're disciplined enough to do it. And speaking of, why should you listen to what I have to say about motivation or discipline or any of those things? Why am I any sort of an expert on this? To be honest, I'm really not an expert, but I am someone who has had the motivation and discipline to become an Eagle Scout under the age of 18, complete high school, college, and a graduate degree, go to the gym for 7 years consistently and build a very good, and develop a very good healthy body type as a result of that. I'm someone who is committed to content for this long. I mean, you can just see. No, it doesn't even matter. You can ignore the numbers and everything of the growth numbers and everything. But someone who has posted consistently, like I've been posting consistently on YouTube ever since my first video, which was in August of 2020. So that's 2.5 years. And actually, in the past year, we're about to hit our 1-year anniversary of posting twice weekly every single week for nearly 52 weeks, which is a full year. That's coming next month. We're gonna have it's gonna be a big deal. This next month, in 1 month from now, will be our 12-month anniversary of posting twice weekly. That's 100 videos in a year. That's crazy. And I was disciplined enough to do that. And it's not easy to do that. Let me tell you, there are days when I do not want to post videos. Like, oh my God. Like, it's the day of and I don't have something ready and I need to cobble something together. You just do it. I'm someone who's done that type of stuff. And I feel like I'm just an overall person who commits to things and likes to see things through. I like to put time and energy into things. I won't half-ass anything. I'll give something my all, and I will do things even when I don't want to do them. That goes for a lot of things. But what I want to focus specifically on, I'm going to use content creation probably as the primary example here, because I know there are people in here who are content creators, and this is going to be a content geared motivational speech, but you can apply this to anything in your life, whether you want to pick up a hobby and do it more consistently, if you have a career path you want to pursue, if you just need motivation to get stuff done in school. Like, it can really be used for whatever you want it to be. What's going on? Innovative Asian. Do you react to TikTok videos? No, I don't do that type of stuff on here. I actually don't like React content personally. Innovative Asian, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not trying to call anyone out here. I personally think my view may change on this at some point in the future. I may change my mind in a year or two. I think React content's lazy. I don't like it. I think it's just you're literally just using someone else's content as your content. So I don't really like it. It's not really my thing. So I don't like to do it. I like to watch videos and react to them offline, but I don't think it's like good content personally. I'd rather make my own stuff. Ty! What up, dude? I'm pretty good. How are y'all doing? Yo, Nick Daru, can you react to my song that Dookie made with me? Did you make a song? I could react to it later. Do you have it somewhere in Discord? You made a song? Yeah, maybe. Let's I want to keep going on this, but we can sure, you can share it. You made it with Dookie? Did you guys sing, or is it just is it just musical, like, or is it just instrumental? That's sick. That's cool. Yeah, I could perhaps. Are you gonna rickroll me, or did you actually make a song? Okay. So that's what motivation is, and that's why I think you can take something from this. Okay. I didn't script this at all, so I'm kind of freeballing this, okay? So let me get the brain juices flowing so we can put this all out in the right way. So motivation is getting the motivation is the energy to basically get things done. But how can you get that energy? Some days you naturally have it. Some days you don't naturally have it. And to be honest, you can't just always be motivated. Like it's not really possible. And to think that it's okay it's reasonable to like work nonstop and never have any time to not do things or get things done is unrealistic. But you should try to do you do sometimes need to do things when they need to get done, and you should try to do something most days. You won't be motivated to do things most days. So what are some things you can do to get more motivated? Okay. I want you to think right now. We're gonna do an exercise. We're gonna do an exercise together. It'll be a little bit cheesy, but I think it'll be helpful for everyone. We're gonna do a couple exercises. I want you to think right now what you think are some of your overarching life goals, some things you want to basically accomplish in your life. Just like your overall big things, okay? And just think for a glance at what they are, and if you don't know what they are, I'm gonna teach you how to figure out what those are right now. I'm gonna tell you right now how you can figure out at least what you think your goals are for life right now. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do. I'm gonna pause the music for a second. We're gonna do an exercise together. Okay. Close your eyes and imagine the situation. You are 85 years old, okay? You're coming towards the end of your life. You're in a bed, and at this point, you're kind of not really mobile enough to do too much. And not only that, but you're probably coming to an end soon. You maybe have some sort of life-threatening ailment that could maybe take you very shortly. You don't know how much longer you have. You have your family there to support you, and things are going to be okay. And you might have a little bit of life left to do the last couple things. But what you do spend a lot of time thinking on, because you have a lot of time that you're just laying there, is you reflect back on your life. And when you think back, so you're old, you're pretty old, you don't have much time left. When you think back on when you were younger and all the things you got done, what are some of the things you're thinking you will have accomplished by that point? Really think about this. What are some things you wish you had done that you would have wanted to do? Maybe it's something simple, like you just wanted to learn how to ride a bike. Maybe you wanted to travel somewhere that you never got to travel to before. Maybe you wanted to earn a certain amount of money to just afford something that you always wanted, like a fancy car. Think about this for a moment. Think about what you really want to say you did in your life that you can go back and look at. I'm doing this right now too, and I'm thinking of my list of things. And at the same time, think about all the regrets you would have. This could be another way to think about it. What would you regret not having done if you didn't do these things? What could you have done that you should have? What would make you feel complete, like going on to the next life? What would make you feel like you left an impact? Or even if you didn't leave an impact, not everyone wants to do that, that you got the experiences that you wanted in life, or that you did the thing you wanted to do. Those are the things that you want the most, what you're thinking about right now. Those are the things that you should want to be doing. Now think about this from another perspective. Think of that same situation. Think of that same exact situation, except now you're the age you are now. and you know, for whatever reason, you're going to be like, you don't have much time left on the earth. Like maybe you have a couple years left. What do you think you're going to do at that time? I bet you could write down a list of at least 10 to 20 things that you'd be like, damn, I got to do this, and this. And the reality is that could actually be a realistic situation. You really don't know when your life could be over, and you should start doing things that you want to do and getting to those things that you want to get done today. Like you should just start now. And if you can really visualize that in that way and super clearly, if you can really get that vision in your head and be like, wow, like, damn, like I really, really want this. Like I'll be so upset when I get to that place if I haven't gotten this done by that time. Then there's gonna be this little fire that starts inside you. This little like ember that's like burning, and it's like, damn, like now I feel it already. I'm like, wow, like I gotta get this done. Like before I turn on some streams, sometimes I'm just like, damn, like I don't really want to go live. Like I don't really want to talk today. I just want to lay in bed and watch TV. Like, but when I do something like this is a way that gets me hyped to do it again, because this is something that I am so passionate about. And I'll tell you guys what my things are that I want to do. I'll tell you guys what I want. Okay. They're nothing's crazy. But like I want to make content creation, into a career. That would be a huge goal of mine. I want to write a book at some point in my life and be published, which is something I've also worked on over the past several years. I want to get to a point at chess where I'm good enough to beat chess hustlers in the park at New York City. That was always a huge goal of mine. Traveling, I've always wanted to travel to Japan. I know I'm going to do that within the next few years, actually, because I don't know we all don't really know how long we have, and I'm going to start making a plan to get there. That's really the one place I've always wanted to go, Japan. And so like these are things that you can list down and you can start taking action towards them right away. And after you start taking action, when you have times where you're getting less motivated, that's what I start to think about is those things is what it really means to me to, it's how bad you want it. You know, it really is how bad you want it. If it's one of those things where you want it so bad, then you really shouldn't have excuses to not do it. If it's one of those things that you really want, you should go get it and do whatever it takes to get there. And you can only have so many of those things. You can't have 50 different things that you want, unfortunately, and get them all done. Some people can, maybe, but it's hard. You have to pick and choose. You have to make sacrifices for other things to come to fruition. Like this content as a journey requires sacrifices in other areas of your life. I have to turn down doing other things. Like I just turned down going to dinner with my roommates to post my shorts for the day and prepare this live and eat food here and save some money and do this. And like I turned down other things too. I've turned down so much stuff to make sacrifices for this. But that's one thing you can do to give you a little bit of spur of motivation that I like. The other thing is discipline, and discipline is a secondary thing that you need to build. So discipline, as we mentioned in the beginning, is the ability to do things even when you lack the motivation to do them. And discipline is something you need to build, and it's actually extremely hard to do, but you can do it if you do, or I do it by the following, okay? You build discipline by building habits, okay? Habits are when you do the same thing over and over again, and the same activity or action over and over, and it becomes a habit. It's hard to build habits. So how do you build habits? To build habits, you need to take action. Let me show you something. So one of my goals for this year was to, I actually made a lot lighter goals for myself for this year. Like nothing, let's turn the music back on for a second. A lot of my goals for this year are a little more low key and not as aggressive. I didn't want to put as much pressure on myself because I do tend to put a lot of pressure on myself. One of my goals was to just incorporate fitness back into my life again. I told you guys I went to the gym for like 7 years consistently. The past couple years I took off from the gym, partially because of my living situation, partially because of my access to the gym, partially because of my back and my lower back injury. These are all kind of excuses, and I don't like having excuses, but so anyway, I'm trying to reincorporate fitness, and one of the things I'm doing is I wrote it on my calendar to like, I picked a day and I just was like, okay, this day I'm gonna do a 10-minute fitness routine just at home. And I actually bought some cables and stuff that I've been using. Oh, here's one. Cables and stuff that I'm using. Right, so this is how you build habits. Okay, I bought like these cables, whatever, and then I marked a day on my calendar. I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna do the following. And it's gonna be very simple, and it always starts very simple. I'm gonna do 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 rows, 10 ab leg raises, and I'm gonna stretch, and that's it, and that's all I'm gonna do. And I marked that on my, you're not gonna be able to see it in here, but I wrote a little 10 on like. I wrote a 10 on like Friday, February 3rd, because I did 10 of each of those things, okay? And then I did the same thing on Sunday, Monday, the next 2 days. So I did 3 days in a row, and then I skipped a bunch of days. I missed a bunch of days, I didn't commit. Hey, thank you for the follow, Toby1 Kenobi, that's a great name. I did the same thing on the 10th, on the 12th, on the 22nd, the 21st, and the 20th. I did it. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I did 7 days, which is pretty good. It wasn't every day, but I did 7 days of exercise, okay? And then my goal for March is, okay, I started building a little bit of a habit. My goal now is to beat 7 days and to do it a little more. So I want to try and do like 10 days. And I actually missed a bunch of days in the beginning of March. Today was the first day I started, but I still have time. So my goal is to now get 10 days. And I'm hoping that once I start, then I'll start, and then by another couple months, I'll be able to start doing it every day. And then I'll be able to do it multiple times in one day. And then you could go right for every day or right at once. This is just something I'm doing to ease myself into it, to make it less stressful, because I have a lot going on right now. But that's kind of how I'm taking action to start to slowly build it into a habit. For example, with content, so now let's relate this back to content creation. With YouTube, all I wanted to do initially with YouTube was just post a few videos. So my goal was to take action and post something. So on the end of August of 2020, I went out and posted a video. My goal was to eventually get into a habit of a consistent posting schedule. But the first thing is to take action. So take action, put time on your calendar to do something, and just write it down and then do it. Do it on that day that you commit to doing it. You need to hold yourself accountable for these types of things. Do it just that once. Okay? And then once you're like, damn, that was awesome. Like, that's so cool that I did that. Like, I feel good that I started. The first part is so hard. Then you don't need to be consistent yet. Just find another day to do that thing. So then I was like, okay, like I'll just start, now that I post my first video, I'll just start working on a second video. Maybe it'll take me a couple weeks, but I'll get it out eventually. And I was like, oh, that was sweet. Like now I'll try to get another video out, maybe another few weeks. And then after you do it like 5 or 6 times, like, okay, now my goal is to get to a weekly schedule, which then is what I started doing. I got into a weekly habit on YouTube and was posting once a week. And then once I felt comfortable with that and made that a habit, and I was consistent for months and months and months, then I started making it a twice weekly habit. And now I've been posting twice weekly. And because I'm in the habit of doing it and I'm disciplined enough to uphold that habit, I have the motivation to do it because it's built into my routine at this point. So it's almost natural. And that's why it's so easy for people who work out to keep working out, because they've already gotten in the motion habit. It's so hard to start. That's really the hard part. Once you do it, it's a lot easier. And that really goes for anything. So I have found that motivation comes to me more naturally when I have discipline through habits, through habits of things that I do. This is not something you can just build overnight or just suddenly have. It's not something that you can just summon or manifest out of nowhere. It is something that will take energy and commitment to do. But you can all do it. Like every single person in here. Kleb, you can do it. Toby, Glendock, K-Smack, Kotona, everyone in here you can all do that. Like it's totally reasonable. It's not hard. And you just start with something simple and then you build into more challenging things and you use those to build motivation to get things done. Okay, I'm gonna take a 2 minutes and I'm gonna read all your comments and then we'll continue, because there's all sorts of pivots I can go to from here. There's lots of different things that can branch off from this, but this is the basic foundation that I wanted to start with, and then I can answer people's questions and keep going. So let me scroll back a little bit. What's up, Break Even? Break Even says rule the world. Was that the thing that you envisioned when you were doing that exercise we did to rule the world? And you are my aw. I want to offer promotion for your channel. I'm gonna pass decreasing feed. The price is okay. Oh, you're gonna get banned. All right. Where are the mods? Kells Bells. Hey, I hope you had a nice stream, Kells. I got to see you doing. You were just chatting, I think, when I came in, but it was nice to see you. We'll give a shout out to Kells Bells. Kells Bells is really awesome. You guys should definitely check her out. Kells was on our game show last week. It was really awesome to have her. It was the first time we'd done something together, and it was really great. Hopefully that command works perfect. Sorry if I missed that message, Kells. We were in the middle of a segment there. No regrets. Mods. Aaron over any MC. No, Aaron. Are you talking like Aaron Yeager? Who's Aaron? Aaron? Be for real. Motivate yourself to ban the bots. True. I'm so much younger. I can do it now. Yeah, you're so young, Club. You have so much time to do everything. This type of stuff is you probably don't need. You can probably just focus on school. Honestly, you don't need to have like real adult goals and stuff yet. But like school kind of like builds in like goals and stuff for you, like things to work towards and stuff that kind of like is a built-in part of the system. So it kind of like gives you that already and builds it kind of tries to build all these things, right? Discipline to get things done, and habits like doing your homework and stuff. It tries to get you that all built in. So it's also harder to do stuff when you're full-time schooling. School takes a lot of work. School is basically a full-time job. I mean, plus you have homework that you have to do outside of school. Let me grab my notebook. We want you to live. We want you to go live, and we always appreciate it. Focus. Have you read Atomic Habits? I have not read Atomic Habits. Bro's gone. Knowing your why deep enough helps your priorities. Exactly. Yeah, and I think it's so much easier to motivate yourself when you really want something super badly, because not everything you want bad enough. I think there's certain things that you want more. There's certain things you have to give up. Like, I can't possibly do all these things I want to do. Like, I also want to qualify for the Magic the Gathering Pro Tour. That would take so many sacrifices in other areas of my life. If I ever wanted to become like a titled chess player, that would require so much sacrifice. You know, getting into a relationship. I haven't even talked about that part. Like, relationships with guys or girls or anyone, like, that's a big commitment. And then I haven't put in time or energy into that in the whole past year to doing that. And that's something that is a goal of mine too, that I should have mentioned, is to, you know, be married someday. That's a big thing, and that's hard. So you really have to be like bleedingly passionate about certain things. And that's really how you're gonna get motivated to do them. I haven't really talked about how to get motivated about doing things you don't want to do, because I don't really know if I even can give good advice for that. This is more so to get you motivated for things that you want to do, or that you should convince yourself you want to do. But doing things that you don't want to do is a whole nother ball game. Set up the channel. What are you setting up channel points? I need to sleep because of school. This is a VOD I'll certainly watch. Word. Good night, Club. Yeah. It's late. It's probably 11, almost 11 o'clock for you. Can I do Medjaw? Can you do what? What are you doing, Nick? What's your biggest motivational regret? I don't even know how to answer that. What does that even mean? My biggest motivational regret? I don't know. I try not to dwell on any regrets I have in the past, honestly. Maybe my biggest regret is not starting on things sooner, but that's like a cop-out answer. That's like everyone thinks that. Everyone feels like they should have started on something sooner, no matter what it is, right? You should have started working on your new business idea sooner. You should have got started on a social media platform sooner. But I think that's just an excuse. I think it's a cop-out answer. I think you should, whenever you feel like you're ready to go, you should start. And just do it. Like something you did wrong. Something I did wrong. I'm not sure. No, I don't, because I don't think about that stuff. I don't like to dwell on those things. I've made mistakes, but not related to motivation. I've definitely made mistakes in life, but I haven't motivation-wise. Maybe I've been motivated to do the wrong things. Maybe I've had incorrect motivations to do certain things, but no. I don't really know how to answer that. Something I was doing wrong. There has to be an answer, but I'm just probably not thinking about it. Oh, all right. I can give you. I'll give you an answer. Actually, all right. I'll give you an answer. My brain is just churning. Currently, I'm working on getting an item in RuneScape, but I keep failing. How do I stay motivated to walk away with this item? How badly do you want the item? Something that I did wrong was at a younger age be motivated by money. And I think that I identified for me that money was not a good driver for me. It is a good driver for other people. Actually, I think a good majority of people in my life are motivated by money. But I think I'm fortunate that I'm not, or I'm less than other people. I am motivated to have enough money to get by, but I think the amount of money I will wind up having if it got like highly, like if it became like more than I could spend, I don't think that's gonna improve my happiness by too much, I guess. And I'm still trying to figure out what that thing is that's going to improve it, I suppose. I think that I've learned that my happiness comes from other things. Good reputation, good relationships with people, being a helpful person and a good Samaritan. I think things like that have slowly gotten not so much like the Mr. Beast thing, not like charitable stuff, but just like helping people in other ways, or being there, or being a good friend for people. I think that's given me more value than probably money, honestly. Also, partying makes me happy. I love partying. And that does require some amount of money, but I don't need like money to ball. I just need like enough to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I think partying is actually a legit motivator for me, not even trolling. So probably the fact that I was motivated by the wrong things initially. I definitely had more to say, but I've completely lost everything I thought about before this discussion. As bad as I want the air I breathe. Yeah, so just keep playing. I mean, if you don't have other stuff to do, just keep grinding for the item. That's funny that I can't believe you're still playing RuneScape after all this time. Because I remember we were talking about RuneScape like a year ago, and you're still grinding away. Maybe even longer ago than that. I feel like you've been playing RuneScape for a long time. Have you ever had a significant pay bump? No, I make nothing, dude. It's crazy. I found the lifestyle creep has affected me more than I thought. Oh, the extra 25% has like, everyone definitely thinks this, but I'm telling you objectively, I am 100% underpaid for my my job that I do, and it's completely my fault. Like it's not my agency's fault. It's definitely my fault. But I mean, for someone who's like an MBA grad student, I am qualified to do so many higher first of all, I'm qualified to do higher paying things that I actually thought I initially did want to do. Like I could easily get my certification to be a financial advisor. I could go and work on Wall Street and have a career there. I could do stuff like that. I could do what I do now for like reporting and analytics, but on a much larger scale for a much bigger company. I'm qualified to do a lot of things. I have an MBA, I've concentrated in finance, and I also have a degree in new media marketing. I can do social media stuff. I have such a broad scope of skills. And now with all this content creation stuff, I've built another set of skills too. But my career has not been a path that I've been motivated to push to its boundaries and push to its limits because I have lost interest in pursuing a professional career path at this point. So I really just scrape by doing the least amount I can to financially survive while I can spend this is getting into an entirely another conversation, but ever since COVID hit, I've been able to reprioritize my life in that I've basically optimized my life to where I can spend as little time as possible doing things I don't want to do, making just enough money to scrape by, so I can spend as much time as possible focusing on things that I do want to do, such as streaming, making content, enjoying time with friends and family, doing activities that I enjoy, gaming, partying, I don't know, but specifically productive stuff and pursuing the things I really want. So I've like chipped back at undesirable activities because the extra money, like right now I'm working part-time at my agency, the extra time I'm making by doubling my hours is not worth the mental drain I was getting from being at work for that long and doing something that I didn't want to be doing. Not saying that my company is bad. I mean, my company is actually great, and all the people I work with are actually awesome. I just don't want to be working a standard job anymore. That's it. That's all. Hey, thanks, Dragon Knight 3333. Appreciate you, and appreciate everyone who's followed so far. Ramen Noodles, Toby, thank you guys for coming in. I don't know where everyone's coming from, but appreciate you coming in here. So that's what I've been doing, and that's why I've been able to spend so much time on content the past couple of years, because I've been reallocating hours into this from other areas of life. That's where I said I made sacrifices to do this. I'm so motivated and driven to do it because it's something I want that bad. I want it so bad that even if I don't make it, I will still be motivated to keep doing it. And I'll just keep pushing until at some point in the future, maybe I won't want it anymore. And that can happen. And maybe I'll put all my effort into something else that I'll want at the time. But for now, this is still what I want. So we're still pushing really hard to get there. It's kind of interesting. It's a hard feeling to describe once you know you found something that you really want to put a time and energy into. And most people don't really know what that is. And I don't even know if this is... Sometimes you question yourself because you don't know if you know what it is. Because you think you know what it is, but you maybe don't know what it is. And what that thing is will probably change. The thing is, content's so flexible. If my interests change, I can just like play different games or do different types of content. Like I can keep doing content, but just flip what I'm doing to something different, right? I can just switch into just chatting about whatever I'm interested in, or making videos about whatever I'm interested in. So it's a very flexible opportunity, right? Bowser, yo, all right, Bowser, which one we want, mommy or daddy? I think this is motivation related. Let's go. This is good. Hello, handsome. Hi, Dragon Knight. How you doing? Hey, yo, how you doing? So I'm just gonna keep going and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If you're a content creator out there, if any of you guys want to do anything related to content, and you want to make it into anything, I'm gonna tell you, it is very mentally draining, and it takes so much out of you. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Not because it's physically strenuous, but because it is so mentally taxing and it takes so long with so little results for such a long period of time. The wild thing about content is you have to be a little bit a little bit wired weirdly to be able to handle all of the stressors that come with it, because you just like when you work out and you go to the gym, after 3 months you're gonna see results. It still takes a while, but after 3 months, after roast me, I'm like, all right, chill with all the Jesus, Daddy, chill with the redemptions, all right. Brother Bowser, you want to be roasted? Bowser, you just show up out of nowhere after like a month of not being here. What have you been doing? Friggin' jerking off in the bathroom? Like, what's going on, my dude? You what's this emoji? Moist sip? That's not the only thing that's moist after I'm gonna be done. Your face gonna be moist after I wait, hold on. Okay, that was a little bit far. Zeruer's, okay, I'll wear a hat later. God damn, all right, I'm not doing all this stuff right now. Friggin' scrub it. All right, the cat thing, Dabberino. Hold on, all right, hold on the hat. What was I saying? The content thing is super mentally draining because if you go to the gym or something like that, you will see results after a certain period of time. As long as you work hard enough and you go if you go at a scheduled rate, you do correct things, you're basically guaranteed to see results if you eat properly and do all the things correctly. At least something. If you make content for like a year, you could honestly just see nothing. And it's almost like you're going a little bit insane because you're doing all these things and you're expecting something to happen and nothing's happening. You keep trying over and over again, but nothing's changing. Like you're still not getting any traction. I mean, that's what happened to me with YouTube initially. I posted for like over a year and I think it took me like a year to get 100 subscribers or something. It was crazy. And it's just draining because you feel like you're just not good at it. But that's not the case. The issue is there's a learning curve with this type of stuff. And that time you spend doing isn't really time you're trying to grow. It's really time you're trying to spend learning how to be a better editor or how to generate better video ideas or how to do this and that. There's a big learning process involved with content that isn't inherent or natural to most people. Some people are gifted and have these natural abilities to make these videos that pop off or do insanely well. And what's crazy is that those are the people that stand out in the stories that people hear about and the stories that people see, and everyone is like, oh, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna make some wildly crazy idea and I'm gonna blow up overnight and I'm just gonna be this huge creator. And they post videos and they don't have any traction. They give up after like four videos. And it's because your expectations are not aligned with what is actually realistic or what's gonna happen, right? Like, people are not aware of the reality of this type of stuff, and that goes beyond just content. That goes for a lot of different things. Make you busy AF. Yeah, you are making me busy, honestly. Anyone have any other questions? So yeah, it's draining, and sometimes I still feel like I'm not any. Sometimes you still get like imposter syndrome, and you feel like you're not any good at this. I feel that way all the time. It's like my first stream was over 5 years ago, and I'm like, damn, like, am I even doing this correctly after all this time? Am I just wasting my time doing all this? Is this even anything that's valuable to literally anyone? And even if people tell you it is, sometimes you still just question yourself, and you're not sure. Sometimes you're really not sure. But you fight through that and you keep going. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. That's the takeaway. But there really are gonna be days when you're gonna feel not great and you don't want to do that thing you're supposed to do. Thank you, Soaker Spy, for the follow. Let's freaking go. Thank you, my dude. Okay, thank you very much. There really are going to be some days when you're not going to feel like you want to do that thing. And it's so hard to fight through it, but one of those things you can do is that exercise that I told you about. And then if you've built something into a habit enough, you will just do it. You will start to get it done more naturally. It's harder to do it when you haven't built that routine. If you're doing something and you don't have planned times or dates to do it, then you're not going to do it. I have a planned YouTube video that needs to come out tomorrow. I don't have anything uploaded yet. Like, I do have one that's kind of ready to go, but I need to still work on that. I know that after this stream tonight, I got to spend an hour or two and make sure that's ready to go for tomorrow, because even if I don't want to get it done, I know I want to, I'm motivated to hit that 1 year mark. I'm motivated to be like, damn, for a full year, I posted twice weekly. Like, that's so cool. And I want to be able to feel that like special feeling that you get, that you can really only get from working hard. It's like almost like the result of your output. It doesn't even matter how many people subscribed or whatever along that journey. The thing is, what was within my control was something that I did, and I'm proud of that. I posted those videos, and I got the work done, and I'm proud of that. And I think what we're making is getting better, because I'm learning something each time, and that gets me excited to make the next one, because I feel like every time I can tweak something and make something a little better from either learning for myself, watching tutorials, watching other people's content, and then I can improve slightly, and I feel it just gets me excited. It gets me a little bit excited each time. So that's what I'm pumped about. What's up, Baxter? Is it just you? Someone from Daniel with you? How did you open the door? Oh, Baxter. Do I go up in the bed? And say hi to you? Hey, come on. Come on. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Stay there. I'm just gonna close the door. Stay. Good boy. Baxter wants to say hi to everyone. Oh, hi, Bax. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to give you a little. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. Am I on your leg or something? There you go. Okay. Good boy. You all right? Good boy. All right. Good boy. Yeah, it's a good little corgi. Just relax. So that's Baxter. Here's a little corgi. Oh, there he is. A little corgi. He's just chilling. So Carpsy, how was your day? Pretty good. My sleep schedule has been all sorts of messed up. So like, I woke up today. I actually didn't sleep last night. Last night I didn't go to sleep. I just stayed up all night. What did I do? I played a little bit of chess. I played video games, I think, until like 5 a.m. or something, or 6 a.m. Did I? No, I didn't. Maybe I didn't play chess yesterday. Played games till 5 or 6 a.m. Then I edited for like maybe 3 hours till like 9 a.m. Did some editing on a YouTube video and some stuff like that. Then around 9, I kind of just like dirtled around on YouTube, just watched some videos. I made some food. I ate, and then I think around. What else? I don't even remember what else I did. Then around 11, I took a nap, or 12, maybe it was not until noon, and then I woke up at 4. So I took a nap in the middle of the day. Woke up around 4. I woke up. What did I do after waking? What time is it now? 9 o'clock. It's Sunday. 9 o'clock. I don't know. I'm kind of in a daze, to be honest. What did we do today, Max? I haven't seen you all day, buddy. You've been upstairs. And then I guess I just... Oh, I posted some... So after I woke up, I posted my short form stuff. I posted Instagram and YouTube shorts. I think I had to DM some people about some stuff. I had a phone call. Oh, I have a trip coming up, Memorial Day. Some of my college friends are coming in, which I'm real hype about. We're gonna do some wild activities together. So they're all coming. I had a phone call about that with my friend for like maybe half an hour to an hour. Set this up, made some dinner. Here we are, 9 o'clock for me. That was my day, mostly. Max is gonna try to take a little nap, so I'll come back in the middle here. He'll be right back there. He's just hanging out. I didn't go to sleep till 3 and then woke up at 5. I'm tired. What time is it for you now? Cheeseburger Gaming, I'm new. What are we doing today? We're talking about motivation and things related to being motivated to just do the things you want to do in life. That's what we were talking about. I'm just kind of answering people's questions now, and we're just kind of rambling on at this point. And just trying to make sure we come to a good conclusion here with what we're chatting. But yeah, we're chatting about motivation and what your goals are and what people want to do in life and that kind of stuff. And then Baxter walked into the room. I want to talk about that. Sure. What is your motive? What do you want to do in life? Or you feel like you're making progress towards things you want to do? Are you... anyone can answer this question. It's a big deal. Something interesting, something I also find that helps me, every year I usually try to read like, this hasn't happened recently, but as soon as when I graduated college, I started reading like one self-development book a year, and I read a lot of really interesting ones. A lot of the popular ones I've read. One that I really enjoyed, or that reword this. One that I got a good amount out of, but it's just very dense. I still haven't finished it. I'm like halfway through this book. I read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which honestly, you could just read the first like page of each chapter and get all the 7 habits. They just go into a lot of detail in the chapters about each of them and how it like, and stories and stuff related to them, which is useful. But in one of the habits about how you spend your time, this is one of the 7 it's part of one of the 7, about how you manage your time. There's like 4 quadrants of activities in your life. So there are activities that are urgent and activities that are non-urgent. Then there are activities that are important and then not important. So let me pull up a document here. Okay. So let's make this actually bigger. How big can I make this? All right. So where's my square tool? What the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay, so check this out. This is kind of an interesting idea. Make it a little higher. There we go. Oh, I messed it up again. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so quadrant 1. Okay, so this is like, how do I make this? Shoot, I already messed this up. Let's zoom out a little bit. God damn it. Fudge. All right, one more time. Hold on. Okay. This is going to be helpful, I swear. Okay, here we go. This is better. Because I need space outside the box. Alright, that's approximately in the middle. Okay. I think it goes like this. Urgent. Can I not grab these once I place them? All right. God dang it. Okay, this one's supposed to be urgent. This one's supposed to be... Which one of them is urgent? I don't think it really matters. Quadrant 3 is supposed to be the good one. Not, okay, yeah. Can I flip the way the text is facing? I guess not. Not urgent. Okay, important. Okay. Sorry, so check this out. All right. Ready for this? Nick Drew, you might have very little viewers, but at the end of the day, those viewers will be the reason. Who's this saying this? OTMPKMJRS. Thank you for saying this. Hold on, let's read what you said here. Thank you for, can already tell this is gonna be juicy. You might have very little viewers, but at the end of the day, those viewers will still be the reason you blow up. Keep doing what you're doing, because whatever you're doing attracted the people watching who will stay with you, streaming, to stay with your streaming journey. Have a great night. Hey, thanks OTM. That's very nice of you. You know, it's nice because people are very quick to say not nice or things. Hold on, let me write this down here. You know, people are always quick to say things that are not nice, but it's rare you get comments that are nice like that. So that's just really cool of you to say. So I really do appreciate that. Namaste. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. If for anyone who's interested, this comes directly from a very good book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And it's about how you spend your time, because all your time can basically be categorized into 4 quadrants. So you have urgent activities, which are pressing things that need to happen now, and then non-urgent things, which can happen kind of anytime, that things you can get done, but they don't need to be done right away. There's important things and things that are of high importance to your life, and there's things that are not important. So what are these? How does this make any sense, and what does this mean? Because everything falls into one of these. So let's give you an example of an urgent and important tasks. Things like deadlines at like work or school, like homework. Homework is important because it relates to your ability to be successful in school by getting good grades, and it's urgent because it has a deadline. It needs to be done at a certain time. A lot of things that are urgent are deadlines. Other things that could be urgent are things that you can only do at a certain time. For example, let's say that you have an important phone call that comes in. Like, that call is coming now. It's urgent that you take it, and if it's related to an important meeting or business discussion, or maybe it's related to some sort of important task, that's something that you need to put down your other things to take, right? Like, if I got a phone call from my mom right now, I would say that's important and urgent. I would pick it up if my mom called me. Or I would at least think I would. I would like to think it is, right? Those are important and urgent things in your life. And you'll notice what's interesting about these different quadrants is, as I'm talking about these things, people focus their lives around different of these quadrants. So you can actually everyone does all 4 of these things, of these quadrants in their life at some point, but people invest more of their time into certain ones. So I guarantee you can probably think of people in your brain who you know in life who focus heavily on this quadrant. Their life is like very quick, and they're always doing something that's seemingly urgent or important. Other urgent things could be like putting out fires, like anything that's like a disaster. This often comes up like when you're working at like a company, any sort of like urgent disaster things that come up, or anything that's like pressing, like health issues are urgent and important. Those are urgent. Sometimes you will find people whose lives are heavily focused on this quadrant, and always seemingly have urgent and important things to do. These people are usually very busy, and they don't have a lot of time available, and they're just always doing things. Not to be confused though with people who do urgent and not important things. So urgent but not important things. So urgent could be like, think about a party is happening. Like it's only happening this one time, but you could be doing something more important, like getting work done or whatever. That's like an urgent activity that's not important. Or it could be important to you, but it's, in the grand scheme of things, not as important. Some phone calls are not important, but are urgent. Like if a friend just calls you in the middle of a work day. Sometimes, I mean, your relationships, of course, everything you can make seem important, but sometimes you have other priorities that you need to account for, and you maybe can't take certain phone calls that are not as important to pick up, or just a call with your, like, it's just a, or maybe just like hanging out. I don't know. Maybe there's an event online in a video game that's like super urgent, like it's only happening at one time, but it's not like of high importance for you to be there. There could be, like a concert, urgent but not as important. Like it was only happening at this one time, or maybe this one artist is coming to see. Not important, not something that is like getting you towards life goals, I guess, right? Or getting you towards mental health, or getting you towards making money, or getting you towards something that's important towards like the general scheme of life. Okay. Now what about non-urgent? And that's quadrant 2. So similar to quadrant 1, people who focus a lot of their time in quadrant 2 spend a lot of their times in these urgent tasks, but they happen to be less urgent. They have to be less important tasks. Like they spend a lot of their time doing urgent things that are kind of like leisure urgent things, I guess. Quadrant 4 is not important and non-urgent. So these are things like watching TV, playing video games, laying in bed and scrolling on TikTok. These things don't have a time they need to be done. They don't have a deadline, and they don't lead to anything crazy. They might be important to you, but in the grand scheme of things, they're not important tasks that accomplish anything, right? They're not tasks you need to set specific time for, just things you do in your free time. Most people would consider quadrant 4 free time, and that's where a lot of people like to live. I like to spend a good amount of my time in quadrant 4 when I can, because it's the most stress-free quadrant, and it's relaxing, and it's it's easy, and it gives you dopamine, like it feels good. And then the final, and you guys probably know a lot of people who spend most of their time in this quadrant. Once they get done with their quadrant 1 activities, they just go right into quadrant 4. Quadrant 3 is typically where people spend the least amount of time, but it's also the most important. Quadrant 3 is important tasks that are not urgent. This could be things such as setting your goals for life. Like it's a big thing, but it's like, that's a quadrant 3 task. It could be things like disaster prevention things. Things like preparing ahead for activities, or preparing ahead for things, right? So any sort of way that optimizes you to make things easier for you later down the line. Because a lot of times when you spend more time in this quadrant 3 zone, you actually make it so your quadrant 1 zone is smaller, because you spent time doing important but non-urgent things, so that you don't have to worry about them later when they maybe become more urgent, right? So to give you an example of this, which is starting to worry me, tax season is coming up. And if you spent a lot of time maybe in the previous year, like writing down all your finances and, we were already in tax season, but when you spend enough time coordinating all your finances and collecting all your stuff, your forms back in January, it'll be less stressful when you have to do your taxes by the deadline, and you can get it done ahead of time and yada, yada, yada. But once you get closer to the deadline, if you haven't prepared and done things ahead of time, it becomes a Q1 task, because it's urgent to get it done, and it's more stressful. Things can go wrong. It can take more time if you have to like backtrack and find things that you don't have. So spending time in Q3 prepares you for Q1. And then once you spend more time in Q3, you start to learn to ignore this Q2 stuff, like the stuff that's not important but that's urgent. again, like just anything that comes up that is like, if you're a yes person and you say yes to a lot of things, that's awesome. But sometimes you wind up saying things that are not important and you spend a lot of time in this quadrant because you're just doing things that aren't leading into anything valuable, right? So I want you guys to think about this in the perspective of your life and where you're spending your time and what things you're doing, because you might realize that, hey, I'm spending way too much time in one of these quadrants and not enough time in the other one. And honestly, like Q3 I think is important, but I don't think you should spend all of your time here, right? You need some leisure time, and there are some urgent important things that you'll have to do no matter what. The ideal breakdown, if I'm being honest, if like in a perfect world, it would be great if you could spend like 0% of your time in Q2, or like 1 or 2% here, like 10% of your time here, like most of your time here, you know, like it'd be great if you could spend like 70% and then like have 20% to like just goof off and do whatever. Like that would be awesome. I mean, obviously if you could just spend all your time in Q4, like cool, that'd be great too. But like you realistically can't do that without, it doesn't work. Anyways, okay, let's scroll back up here and see what I missed. Let's see what I missed. I have a motivation, but I feel like I need to make money first before I can do it. I want to get into rapping. I've been rapping for 6 to 7 years. That's sick. I actually got into rapping my senior year of college, I think. And I actually still have a lot of raps on my phone, but I would never show them because I would be too embarrassed. But I actually used to love rapping, and I spent at least even a little bit post-college too. I got back into it for like a year. It's super fun, and I always was a creative type of person, so I always thought I was okay at it. But okay, so let's keep reading. I feel like I need to make money first, and I want to get into rapping. I've been rapping for 6 to 7 years. Okay, so are you doing like freestyle, like Harry Mack type stuff, or are you trying to do like this isn't related to the motivation thing. I'm just curious for my own curiosity, or is it more like you're writing raps and you're doing that type of stuff? Got some words of encouragement for you. Can I speak? What's up, OTM? What do you? I already wrote read your message. We need a lawful versus chaotic versus neutral chart. True. Anytime I gotta respect this. Anytime I gotta respect the smaller streamers because I'm one myself and I want to bless others. It's attention to. I want to bless others. It's attention to pull more people. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And best of luck with your content creation journey. I hope you you continue to do well. I have a friend who's willing to get me to a studio to like get my rapping out too, but I just feel like I want to get my business started before I put it out. Oh, are you working on a business also? What do you mean your business? A task like Among Us. Do a rap about chess? I don't know if I can do improv. I can try. A rap about chess? No, I'm not gonna rap right now. I'm too shy. I have rapped once on stream before. No, a couple. I've rapped a couple. Oh, oh, all right. I won't rap for you guys right now, but I will show you a clip. Actually, do I have this clip? I really hope I do. God, you know what? I had a clip from notes from Jenna's channel because I was on her dating show and I rapped, but I don't think I was able. Do I have the clip from that? I think that VOD's gone too. How long ago was that? Let's look. I don't even think I have a clip from that or anything, which kind of sucks. That VOD might have expired. That was sick though. I had a good rap on her channel. We had to all do that as one of the tasks. And I think I couldn't clip it for some reason. Like the VOD wouldn't let me clip. Or the VOD was taken down, or there was an issue. Yeah, it's not. I don't even think the VOD is up anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even see it up. There's only 3 past broadcasts on her channel, and that one's not one of them. I had this sick Pokemon rap I did. It was like 2 months ago. I don't see. I have another clip from the VOD. It was on December 30th, but the VOD's definitely gone now. And it's not. Darn. I don't think this is it. Is this it? Is this me rapping? No, this is a different part of the... No. Darn it. I had me doing a Pokemon rap. It was sick. Oh, I might have written it down. Ooh, I might still have it written down, actually. Okay, wait, hold on. I wonder if I do have it written down somewhere. I'm looking at my files. Harpo! Is that my boy Harpo? Don't tell me that's my boy. I thought Harpo was already following. Let's go into streaming. Content notes, maybe? Oh, dating? Oh, do I have this? Dating? Okay, let's open this up. Oh, I do have the rap. Okay. I could do my Pokemon rap that I wrote in the show. I'm doing like a lyrical rap about life and my point of view, the way I see my lifestyle. Like, get a job, start my side hustle selling cars. I love working on cars and tuners. That's so cool that you have like multiple things you want to do. I respect that a lot. That's like really, really awesome. I think it's really good to have different angles of different things that you're passionate about. And it seems like you want to do the rapping, but also want to do the car selling. It's crazy. My roommates own a car shop. They're very into cars. They like they work on high performance vehicles, so like race cars and stuff, and they're super into it. They make cars for some people here in Colorado, and they make some pretty wicked stuff. They've worked on some really nice cars. This is my new account. Nice. Welcome back. Wait, why'd you make a new account? Nick to Snooze. You made a new account? Grower at the Pog. We're so close to 2,000 here on Twitch too. That's huge. I think we're about to hit 2,000 followers. Isn't that nuts? Jesus. And we're at 1982. That's a year. I guess every follower count is a year, but we're getting closer to the year 2023. My God, I'm about to have more followers than there are years in the Julius calendar. What is the calendar called? The something calendar? The Roman calendar? I lost my old password. Skull emoji times 7. RIP. Well, I'm glad you made a new account to follow us. Thank you very much. The Gregorian. Thank you. The Gregorian calendar. That's what I couldn't think of. The Gregorian calendar. All right. So I was in a dating show, and it was me and maybe like 10 guys, and we were battling for 4 girls who were like asking us questions and stuff, and the winner gets to choose the girl that they wanted at the end. So one of our tasks was to write a rap, and we had like 3 minutes to prepare this thing. It was very quick, and not gonna lie, I thought mine was decent. Some of them had like 2 or 3 lines. Mine was pretty good. So let's see if I can get a beat going here. And then Cheeseburger can tell me how good I did. So the theme of this rap was it was like Pokemon. The theme was like Pokemon at like eating food, like sexy Pokemon eating food or something. It was weird. Like all the participants together had to pick up different words to make like a theme for our rap. So the theme was sexy Pokemon eating something. I don't know. It's something like that. All right, ready? Here we go. Yeah. This is for all the ladies out there. Yeah, yeah, little Nigdaroo. Oh, that was the drop. That was what I needed to go for. Okay, all right. I'm getting nervous. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, I'm enjoying a nice sandwich with some ham and some cheese and some ham. Then some dude pulled up to show me his Alakazam. I said I got my degree even though I joined a frat. Now I'm soaring in the skies like a frickin' Zubat. Yeah, my thick Gardevoir is ready to battle you, but the electricity we have is like a jolt from Pikachu. I know that this relationship is moving really quick, but if you're lucky later, you can Dynamax this. Yo, on a scale of 1 to gas, on a scale of 1 to fire, on a scale of 1 to Pog emote, on a scale of 1 to Pog. On a scale of 1 to Pog. Yeah, yay, nay. I thought that was pretty good. Not gonna lie. I came up with that in about 3 minutes. That was 8 lines of straight heat. That was a Moltres right there. Yo. Not bad, dude, right? Not bad. So yeah, I that was my rap on the dating show, and they lost it at the end there. They were freaking losing their minds. Oh, the last part was just, oh man. Anyways, so that was my rap. But I did actually used to write actual raps. I have probably like 5, 6, 7 on my phone, maybe more. And then I have like notes. I used to have notes all over the place about like bars I would come up with. I would need to practice my flow again, but otherwise, I think I can do the rhyming part. Nick to bars? Oh, thanks. Yeah, now we do have the rap. I fumbled it in the beginning. I totally fumbled it. I said ham and cheese, and I was supposed to say cheese and ham because I needed to rhyme ham with Alakazam. And mine included, I was the only person's rap who included like specific Pokemon. Like I referenced Alakazam, Zubat, Gardevoir, Pikachu, and Dynamaxing. Mine was a zinger, dude. Because I had so much good Pokemon knowledge. Oh, I gotta turn the music back down to a normal level. I already did that. No, there we go. It was a little too long to snip, so I left off the. Yes, nice. All right, Cheeseburger's back. I got slapped with ads. Let's go, big ads, dude. Nice. Big Twitch is sending the ads down. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. That's the most recent time I've rapped. Maybe I need to make a channel point prediction, or not channel point prediction, channel point redemption for that. So yeah, Cheesy, keep grinding on both those things. I don't know if you were here in the beginning when we did like a whole bunch of, I'll put this on YouTube at some point. Actually, I'm gonna stop this recording. I should have stopped the recording a while ago because I already kind of did. The plan segment happened like a while back, but basically do that exercise and then it'll just kind of help you really realize what's most important. And once you realize what's most important in like as far as what you want to do with your life, it will make it easier for you to get motivated to do things. At least well, I'm all right. I'm not all right. I don't want to lie to you. It might not work for you or for everyone, but it works for me. It works for me for sure. When I start to think about that deeper, I get hyped to get stuff done. So that's it. What's good, step bro? If it ain't tight, it ain't right. True. See, stop calling his knows what's up. That's why we have our dude in here. Let's freaking go. Let's go. All right. Or are you my step bro or are you my step sis? Oh, wait, hold on. You said I'm step bro. Wait, you said, but your name is Stop Calling Me Step Bro. So do I call you Step Bro or do I not call you Step Bro? Which one do we do? Both, dude? Yo. I got a Step Bro and a Step Sis. I always wanted one of those. I always wanted myself some step siblings, you know what I'm saying? Let's close out of this picture. Yeah. All right. We can see what Levi's doing. We could either finish off. We could do our rapid game of chess for today. I could be down for perhaps a game, and we can keep chatting about this stuff if anyone has any other questions about this stuff. Let's see what Levi wants to do. If he is not around, then we'll move over to maybe chess. If he is around, maybe I'll play a level of two of Deep Rock with him. This is weird, champ. Ayo, Nick, can you do that analysis of the Kennedy game? Let's check it out. Let's do that. That's a great idea. Okay, the Kennedy game. That was a blitz game. Let's do it. Thank you for the reminder. I've always wanted my parents to get a divorce and remarried. Nick dies. What? Wait, no, that's not what I. We're gonna do the Kennedy game. So for anyone who wasn't here, we're gonna review this game that we did. We were doing blitz games on Thursday. Played against one person and we had a very intriguing game. I think I lost, but I think it was a good game for analysis. So we're gonna check it out quick. I think it was a blitz game, right? Right, Grauer? Let's take a peek-sees. The Kennedy game. Here it is. Nick Drew versus Kennedy. 93-22. This dude is handsome. What a Chad. Take a look at this guy. Look at this friggin' dude. Look at how goddamn. Dude's a Chad. My God. All right, so this was a game where I was completely winning, and it's actually, I'm glad you brought this game up because this was a fantastic. Let's record this. Let's do this recording. Hey, Step Bro with the young follow, my dude. Let's go. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Okay, looks like a dime store Matt Kennedy. Honestly. All right, we'll clip this we'll ship in clips for some content. I'm messaging Levi about Deep Rock. He said, yo. We'll do this game review in 10 minutes, and then we'll see if he wants to chill TikTok more like Nick Talk. Yo, true. Speaking of TikTok, guys, if you're not following, this is it right here, baby. Look at that. Freaking 50. We're about to hit 60K on TikTok. It's cut off because I'm on the wrong stream, but guys, we're about to hit 60K. Go check us out, my dudes. Nah, but for real, if you guys do, here's our socials. There you go. Having a good time with that. Just saying. Okay. Let's see what Levi says. He says, I'm rendering and uploading something, about to buy. Ooh, he's about to buy Harry Potter. So I think he's not going to be gaming tonight with us. That's fine. There's a hole, there's a goal. True. As the son of Socrates, I always drop wisdom in chat daily. Amazing. All right, I need to throw some stuff in chat because I want to get these links off the screen, and then we're going to start this recording, and then we'll review this video. I think we had a completely winning position. Let's go to game review. Average Andrew Tate enjoyer. Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Thanks, my mans. You did in your was move 24 for you hit a discover check. God damn. Did you review this game already? So, guys, we're gonna look at a chess game. We played blitz chess. We had a completely crushing position, and we somehow threw this game away. So I want to see what happened in this game and how we could have potentially played better. Okay. So what am I playing? Okay, I'm playing King's Pawn, which right off the bat is an opening I don't usually play King's Pawn, because I don't really have good openings for like certain responses from black, like the Sicilian and stuff like that. But opponent plays into one of the openings I do know, which is the Vienna, and the Vienna Gambit more specifically. So I like the Vienna Gambit. I'm a big fan. Opponent does decide to defend, and when they do defend, you continue to attack this pawn in the center. That's usually how you play. Opponent can also obviously play the counter gambit. They could defend this way, which usually, again, you take the pawn. But anyways, they decide to defend their pawn, pin my knight, and this is actually a mistake because I think opponent has. Hold on, I think there's gonna be some permutation where they. No, okay. Why is this an inaccuracy? Where should I put this guy? Maybe I should have put it here. H3. I guess I want to challenge the bishop right away. Okay. Bishop out. I'm playing blitz, so I'm playing this moves very quick, and I don't remember this line exactly. Bishop out. Bishop here. Castles is totally fine. It's actually 0, 0, 0. They castles. D3 is best. So I'm playing totally fine so far. I'm pretty happy with this position. Development, I'm not supposed to take, even though I kind of liked the idea of taking here. I was pretty happy about this. Maybe I would jump a knight into the center at some point. That was maybe my idea. And that's, oh, look at that. That's exactly what I did. Jumping the knight into the center, which apparently is bad, but whatever. We go for it. Okay, and now I can win the bishop here. Can't I just win this? Did I do that? Did I just take the bishop? Yeah, I did. I took the bishop. And now if they ever take the knight, what'll happen is if they ever take this, I'm threatening to take this, or move my queen and take. But if they ever take this, there's takes hitting the bishop. Bishop's kicked out, and now I can go king h1 and rook g1. And my idea was to line up on this in this file. This is preventing any light square attacks with the bishop. My pawn chain right here prevents any shenanigans, and I'll just line up and attack. And that was kind of what happened in the game. Is you'll see bishop takes instead of knight takes for some reason. I don't know why. Now I get the bishop pair, and they just have the two knights, and now we just start an attack. My idea here is queen e2, connect the rooks. Computer says this is an accuracy, but the position is still equal. It's not totally bad. They move their knight back. I decide to take because I wanted to justify this queen move. I didn't want to move the queen here and then move it over somewhere else again, you know? So I just took. I didn't know if this bishop would be useful in the attack anyways, because this whole diagonal is clogged with stuff, and this isn't really eyeballing anything. I figured the light square bishop maybe would be a little more useful. But whatever, maybe I was incorrect. It says best though. It says bishop takes his best, so I'm happy with that move. Rook over, and we're gonna double. My plan is to double. Okay. I thought here they were gonna play a5 to try and kick my bishop out again, in which case I would have played a3 and then move my bishop all the way back, but they decided they didn't wind up doing that. If you ever have to have sex with two people with the combined age of 30, what two ages are you picking? I'm not answering that question. That's so messed up with a combined age. What are you picking? I'm picking 30 and 0.
You just got coconut mall. Share this with all your friends to totally coconut mall.
Knight e4 is a free pawn unless you walk into a fork. Did I miss knight e4 back somewhere? Knight e4. Did I miss something unless I walk into a fork? E4. Knight e4 is a free pawn. At what point is it a free pawn here? Wait, no, hold on. Was it back before? Wait, before I defended? Here? Take? Wait, where is it a free pawn? Back like 3 moves? E4? Where's knight e4 a free pawn? E4? They pushed the pawn to fork. E4. Knight e4 is a free pawn unless you walk into a fork. Oh! Here takes here? But it's not a free pawn. Before I defended. Here takes... How is it free? I can take this pawn back. And then they take my bishop, and then we both want a pawn, no? I guess they get this at the end, but then I have this, and I pick it up. No? Yes? I don't know. This is probably a reasonable move, but I don't think it just wins a pawn. Sorry, not that move, this move. This, then I take. Here, take, right? I mean, I could also just take this. I think taking here is probably good. Oh my god, they like bishop takes f7. This is top engine move. Oh my god. Bishop takes is top engine move here? What if takes? What? Oh my god, because I have some sort of a... Probably this and then winning this. But I sacrificed 2 pieces. G5 check. What if they just like take... Oh, and the rook open... Oh my god, this is brutal for my opponent. This is hilarious. Oh my god. I mean, I would have never played this. If Harpo played Harpo's move, this leads to a deadly attack. That's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't have played that, obviously. I would have just... If takes, I would take here. And then if fork, I'd just take with the bishop. And then they take with the queen, and then I move my knight back, which hits the queen with a tempo. They probably go queen h5, and then... So something like this. This is probably what I would have played in the game. Take, take, here, take, queen takes, knight back, hit the queen with a tempo. Oh, they can't even go across. That's funny. And then maybe you go queen here or something. Now I win this pawn. Right? And now it's plus something. I guess you could take, and win the pawn back, but... Yeah, this is totally equal game. That would be my idea if they played that move. Anyways. Okay. So we trade the bishop for the knight in the center. Here's where we were. And then I said, okay, I'm gonna double my rooks. My plan is to double rooks. They kick our bishop out. Boo-hoo. Bishop has to go back out of the party. Oh, they did play a5. I made a path for this to escape. We were playing fast here. Like you see, I spent 1 second on this move, and then once they played this, I spent 1 second on this move. I already knew what my game plan was. They did wind up kicking it back. King slides over. I'm surprised they slide this way instead of this way. I don't understand why they would do that. Like if they slide in, they could at least put a rook behind here. Now there's like, I don't know how they're gonna defend. I guess they can push this, but then we can go over here and whatever. Anyways, let's see what happens. Rook over here, g6, f4. Oh, now my plan is f5. Okay. f5, maybe queen will come over at some point. Or rook will come over. I don't know, not yet, but... Like, why did they play, like, king here, pawn up, king back up? I guess to help protect the pawn more, but okay. f5 is a mistake. How do we play here? Maybe we need to play e5? Oh yeah, we did need to play e5. e5 kicks the knight out. And it's actually good for us if they play like knight here. Let's just say that's what I would think for black. f5. So now f5 after we kicked the knight out. I see. Okay, but we instead play here. Knight back is a miss, and now rook f1. What? Oh, I should have put the 2 rooks like this. So they stare down different files, and then once takes... It doesn't matter which way they take. I guess now we put pressure here. Takes is a missed win. Oh my god, but they took with the wrong pawn. They needed to take with this pawn. This is losing because of what? Queen h5. Oh, I had queen h5 here, but I didn't have enough time to think about that. Oh, queen h5 is a brilliant move. Oh my god. Queen h5 is so savage with probably ideas of sacrificing the rook. Oh my god. Queen h5 is savage. Queen here, and then you have ideas of like taking this, and then if takes back, the bishop covers this whole diagonal, and then the queen and the rook are probably gonna come in for a checkmate soon. That's crazy. I mean, I guess if this, there is this. then what do we have? Like, what if queen h5 and then... Wait, hold on. So I played this. What about if we play this and they play here, though? Then what? Oh my god, rook takes, and it's still mate, because this is check. Takes, probably takes, and then it's mate and 2. King f8. Oh my god. Where's the mate here? Oh my god. Wait, is it this? Queen g8. Bro, this is like the Paul Morphy mate. Queen to g8! Takes and takes! Oh my god, sacrificing all the material, but there's no shot I'm seeing this with this much time on the clock. Even if I didn't, bingo. This is hilarious. But no way I'm seeing this in a blitz game. Wow. I don't think I'd even see that in a rapid game. Queen, this is a very tough move to find. And I mean, I played my move in 13 seconds. And actually, computer is recommending, what is the other top moves? This was a move they recommended like a turn ago. But because they took with this pawn instead, and now there's this move, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how this move doesn't exist when they take with this pawn. Maybe because the queen now has more vision. Anyway, my new plan now revolves around attacking this pawn, I guess. Or maybe over here, I don't know. I don't know what I did with rook f, what this does. This just does nothing. c3 is what computer recommends. Rook f5. My god, rook f5 is so savage. We can play rook f5 and queen e5. Oh my god. Okay, so we're stacking up pressure, but there's nothing, there's no attack here because there's too many defenders on this piece, and they could actually even add another defender. There's too much. I mean, we're all attacking it, but there's nothing. Even if I put all 4 pieces on that piece, it doesn't matter. f6 is excellent. Okay, now we can come back over here, though. The queen can come in. Our position still looks great, honestly. Knight comes to the center. Queen g3 is best. I think I'm playing pretty good here. We're threatening to take this pawn, too. Rook over. Can I just take this? Is that not a free pawn? Take, king takes. Do I have enough material left? I have queen for 2 rooks, and I have an extra pawn. It should be winning, theoretically. I have a check to lead off with, and I think then they lose defense of their knight, and I win the knight. I think taking is best. Yeah, it even says taking is best. Yeah, because what'll happen is takes, and I mean, if they don't take, it's going to be really rough for them. But if they take, and then I win the knight because queen f4. And then they have to leave the defense of the knight. And now it's +10, yeah. So, what their best move isn't even to take me back. It's probably just to rook hf. Yeah, they want to bring one of these rooks over here to, yeah. And then I probably just slide back somewhere. It says rook 6f5. Oh my god, f5. I'm never playing this move. That's crazy. So we did play queen g4. Knight slides over. Queen comes back. Rook is coming in, but it's a blunder if we take the pawn, which I missed. Instead, I decided to maybe come over here with this rook. That was my new idea now. They're advancing their queenside pawns. Queen comes back. Now we are attacking this pawn again, putting more pressure here. Rook comes in to defend. I think I can... Oh, I can't take. There's 3 defenders. Close, though. We probably need to play c3 so that we can, at some point, play g4 or d4. Rook slides over. Pawn there is an inaccuracy. Yeah, that's definitely not correct. Now I can just win this, right? Did I just take... I hope I just took this pawn. Darn it. Oh, this is best. It's winning for black, though, if they can find b takes. But then I take this, no? Isn't my queen just gonna be way more active? Wait, why did I not take this pawn? What? How did I miss this? What the hell is this move? Why did I play this? Oh my god, this is so losing. Oh my god, I'm throwing the game away. Oh my god, I'm throwing the game away. It's -5. Because there's a fork at the end, and I have to give up my rook. And they lost the pawn, and now the game is just over. The game is simply over. It's -10. I threw this. Why did I not take this pawn? What? Why would I trade rooks? And I mean, I missed the fork. I saw the fork as soon as I played this move. But then I should have just taken this. What am I doing here? This is terrible. Take this. We're threatening to take. Then we're threatening to take this. Like, oh my god, brother. Actually, I guess we're not threatening to take that because queen here. We can never really threaten to take this because the rook will come over and maybe the queen will lose defense of the bishop or we'll get pinned or something. Anyway. Yes, we threw the game away. And then after this, it just all kind of crumbles. Queen takes pawn. The queen blocking is forced. This is pretty much forced. I'm not going to let them gobble my stuff. I have to take. If I don't take, there will be issues with them gobbling a lot of pieces. They will have this, and like they'll bring the rook in, and it'll just be very, very frustrating. So I have to take, and then I just resigned after this, I think. Or I think I threw away all my pieces. I pre-moved all these, and then, yeah, because I saw 40 seconds on the clock. I pre-moved all this. And then the game was simply over, and they did not stalemate me. They had plenty of time on the clock, and GG, that was it. God damn it, we had such a crushing position. My game plan was so sick at this point in the game. Like, we had such a good thing lined up back here. It was kind of nice. I mean, my whole idea here with this is like it's +2. I think my game plan was good. I just didn't execute properly. We made a lot of mistakes, but good game. I did learn quite a bit from reviewing this one. I'm glad we reviewed this one. Wow, what a nail biter. If you're watching on YouTube, consider subscribing and check out this other chess video. That's also pretty good. You'd probably enjoy it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. All right. Trust me, when I look back, I was shocked. That's crazy. Oh my god. All right. So here's the plan. Tomorrow, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be doing chess tomorrow on TikTok. If you're not following on TikTok, it is Nick Daru there. I'll be doing rapid games, probably later in the afternoon or evening mountain time. 10 games most likely. We'll hang out and we're gonna be grinding on the ladder. I'm gonna try to get back to 1600. My highest rating is like 1580 something, so we're gonna try to break 1600, not tomorrow, but over the course of the next few months. We're gonna keep working our way up. I think we could realistically hit that by the end of the month if we keep working hard, or by the end of the next. Like if we commit 1 day a week at least to rapid. And I've been playing a bunch of offline rapid games too. You guys haven't really seen me but when I'm not here chatting with you guys, I have been on the rapid grind set a little bit in my own free time and been improving. You can actually see here. I had recently. This was 2 days ago. I had draw. So this is 2 draws. This is rapid, right? And then I had a win. I made a bunch of blitz games. And then actually yesterday, did I lose twice and win twice? What are these? These are 4 rapid games? I did. I went loss, win. So not terrible. And the wins, one of the wins we had, oh my God, I posted this in the Discord. One of the wins I had yesterday was against a 1640, but they were like 1640 or almost 1650. I think they were 1650 when I played against them. Played against a 1650 and I won. It was crazy. I think I won on time. Was this on stream? No, this wasn't on stream. This was just, this was not, let me see. I think I won on, was this the one? No, this was not one on stream. Where's, this game was beautiful. This game was beautiful. Oh my God, actually, I kind of want to look at this one too. I think I analyzed this already. It's only 26 moves. Ugh. This game was hot like a tater tot. What's up, Shadow? What's up, Bowser? Am I still in the just chatting category, by the way? I don't think I ever changed. This game was a heater. I played this one last night. So I've been playing a little bit of offline games too, because I actually play a lot better when I'm not on stream. I feel like my rating is like at least 100 points higher when I'm not live, just because I don't have to talk. I don't have to read chat. I can just focus and I can calculate so many more lines because I'm pretty good at calculating. I can calculate pretty well in games. However, I can't do that as much when I'm live. I just can't play as well. It's hard. You don't have as much focus. Some streamers can. Some streamers are great live, and it's hard for me to do it. I'm still good. I'm still a good player, but you have to use more of your instincts and less of your calculation skills because you don't have as much. Unless I just completely ignore chat and just sit there silently, which is not really good for content, right? People don't just want me to sit there silently and play a game. Shadow says yes. Yo, yes. Thank you for reviewing that game. Hey, of course, no problem. Exclamation cat. Is the cat thing working? I hope so. All right, let's do this one too. We'll do this for YouTube also. This game was hot. I'll do the same intro. This game was hot as a tater tot. It was a spicy one. Rapid game, only 26 moves, had a completely crushing position against someone 150 points higher rated than me. I was 1500 when this game started. My opponent was 1650. They are currently a little lower than that because I beat them. But yeah, they were 1650, and I was pretty proud of this one. Let's take a peek and let's see what we did here. This is how I played, and I played this offline, and I was pretty pumped about this game. This was a big morale boost for me, winning this one. So let's see what I did here. Very, very quick game, but a good game. And it's funny because right before this game started, I actually watched, I don't know if it was a Gotham video or it was an opening video, and I wanted to try a new opening. I was really pumped to try this opening. Okay, so normally against D4, I play Knight F6. I play Knight F6, and I play kind of like a E6, D5, C5. I play kind of like in that type of way. In this opening. And I was super pumped they played the Queen's Gambit because most people who play D4 play London. I mean, playing against London is just very boring. So I thought they were going to play London, but they played Queen's Gambit, and I was like, yes, okay, we are going to play the Chigoran Defense. And not only did we get to play the Chigoran Defense, but they took! And I was so pumped. So opponent took, and the idea of the Chigoran Defense is when they capture the center, and I reviewed all this beforehand. I made sure I knew what the lines were. At least I knew the first 5 or 6 moves and how to get into the position. You take with the Queen. You take with the Queen, and now you have the Queen and the Knight both putting pressure on this pawn, which only has 1 defender. And the idea of the Chigoran is to get quick development. And what usually happens in this opening is White should play this move. This is actually top engine move, I'm pretty sure. White can go wrong very easily here if they there's other complications that can happen if they do other things. I'm trying to think of an example. I actually already forget the lines in this opening, but there's other variations that they can play that are not as. I don't remember what they are. I'm looking at the other engine lines they recommend. They recommend E3, Knight F3. Why is it not? What happened to the? It's not letting me hover over these, but that's okay. Knight E3, Knight F3, Bishop E3. Basically, they played top engine move. I think Knight F3 is best. You can also defend. I prepared defending and Knight F3 is what I prepared for this, and they played Knight F3. And when Knight F3 goes, defending the pawn in the center, you now play Knight F6. Right. If they defended with. I think if they did this a little differently, sometimes you can place they play in a way where there's like E3 and Knight F3, and then you like bring the bishop out to pin the knight. But we play okay. So Knight F6, is this the correct move in this? I think this is it. I think this is the correct move. Computer likes E. Oh right, E5. E5 is what I didn't play. E5 was a good move. Because E5 takes. I think then you take with the. Yeah, you take with the knight. Takes. takes, and then takes. And I think that's what they want. It's actually slightly better for black because you have an extra piece developed with your queen. That's the best line, is to play to play that. Oh, I need to be in the game review. Why am I not in game review? That's why I wasn't able to hover over the lines. Oh wow, and it looks like my opponent has since dropped to under 1600. Was that the case when it was loading the game in? Okay, maybe not. Okay. Also, I played this game at a 91% accuracy. I played this game at a 91% accuracy, which is wild. So, knight f6, knight c3, and knight c3 kicks the queen out, and this is like the last part of this I knew by heart, which is queen a5. And queen a5, you play this kind of like a Scandinavian defense, where you brought your queen out early, the knight kicks you out with tempo, and you move the queen onto the diagonal. One of the issues, though, is in the Scandinavian defense, when you put your queen over here, a lot of times you have the move c6, so when the bishop comes here, you can retreat your queen to queen c7. However, we don't have c6 available to us, so we have to make do with other options. So when the opponent inevitably played bishop d2, which is the best move, we just have to think about what our potential ideas for our queen are, and my initial calculation was once they move the knight, I would either go queen here or queen here, which I think was totally fine. So anyways, we just keep getting quick development. Bishop g4. My idea is just quickly develop all my pieces. It's an inaccuracy, but that's okay. Is an 89% accuracy good for 500 elo? Yes, that is very good. 89% accuracy is good at the highest level of chess. If you're playing at an 89% accurate level, you'll probably win most of your games if you can play that consistently, but no one can play that good consistently, I would say. Like, this is a 91% accurate game, and it's one of the best games I've played this year so far, probably. It's also because the game was a little bit shorter, but I don't really get over 90% accuracy very often. It's funny because these moves are all inaccuracies too, and it still said 91%, which is kind of funny. I actually got 92%, 91.9. 92% accuracy. Thank you, Student Knight, for the follow. So yes, that's very, very good. Keep playing games like that, and you will go far. Thank you guys for following. Thank you very much, Aquacat, for the follow. Student Knight for the follow. Let's go. Appreciate that very much, guys. You are awesome. We're reviewing one of our rapid game from yesterday. That was a sick game where I was, well, you'll see. So I'm just developing, because you usually do play this line. Usually you only play this when the pawn has moved already, but I played this line anyways here. I just played the bishop out. It says it's +2 for white, but I think it's kind of hard to see why it's +2 for white. Like, you need to play e4 here, which is kind of like, it could be a bit scary to play e4 in this position. So whatever. My opponent did not do that. My opponent played knight here, and knight here is already a mistake because I can just move my queen to safety. I think it's just kind of a waste of a knight move. I just play the queen back, which is excellent. My other idea, my two options that I was thinking about here were queen d5, immediately putting pressure on the knight they just moved, and queen b6. But I ruled out this move. I didn't want my queen to be in the center of the board. I was a little nervous of being in the center, and I figured the knight's just going to capture this knight anyways. And then after this capture, the queen is just kind of, I didn't like it as much in the center. I want the rook to be here, stare down the whole file. So I figured queen here puts pressure on this pawn, and well, anyway, that's why I played queen here. But it says Engine likes both ideas though. Queen d5 is top Engine move. 0-0. These are both pretty much 0-0-0. So queen b6. Takes. And I actually am very familiar with these positions with the damaged pawn structure here. This extra pawn is not even so bad. It opens up another line of attack for your rook, and it also opens up various e5s with a pawn supporting it and stuff like that. It holds a lot of good centrals, a lot of good squares in different color complexes. So I actually, it could also play this move too, and then you can have control of all these squares. So I'm actually not too upset with this. The computer obviously likes this a little bit better, but I kind of like this imbalance a little bit. And then you can bring the bishop out here at some point. It's not so bad. I don't think it's so bad. This is how I play. There's a version of the French defense I play that's very similar to this that I like also. And now my idea is to long castle and to go crazy and like maybe play h5, h4. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. Pawn push is best move. Great move by my opponent. I think this is a good idea by them. Applying more pressure with this pawn, kicking out my knight. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Knight e5 is best. If they take, I take, and now we have an extra... We do have a center pawn again that's pretty far up that we can defend, and that's what my opponent's going to do. My opponent trades, but trading isn't even good for them. Position is equal. They went from a +2 position for my opponent to an equal position in the middle game. What's better is my pieces are nicely developed. I have a bishop that's developed, a queen that's out. I'm only one step away from castling. My opponent is at least one step this way, or 1, 2, 3 steps this way. So I feel like my development is really good here. This bishop is awkwardly placed. It's going to want to come it should be here, you know, or like over, I don't know, just anywhere that's not sitting naked out here. It should be back here, but it'll get to a better spot eventually. Bishop c3 is excellent, attacking our weak pawn, and my idea is to defend. The other idea I had was to move the bishop here to defend, but I decided I wanted the rook to dominate this file at some point and didn't want the bishop to block the rook. And I might have actually wanted to play this at some point and brought the bishop out this way. I wasn't quite sure yet where I wanted to commit the bishop, so we're going to play f6, queen comes out, and now I'm thinking my opponent is going to long castle. Well, I already know I want to long castle. Long castle also immediately puts pressure on this pawn, which is hanging, and they can defend this by long castling if they want to. But then I don't know, maybe I have moves like e6 trying to hit this pawn, and well, we'll see what happens. Opponent decides not to castle. Oh yeah, so okay, so this is a very weird move to me. Computer likes this move, but. So opponent not only decides not to castle, but now opponent cannot castle because the bishop is covering the castling squares. So they defend their pawn in the center, but they're giving me time. So they're still not castled. They haven't developed, we each haven't developed the bishop. We each haven't developed this rook yet, that's fine. But I like my pawn presence here. I have a rook already in the center. My bishop is out and very active. Their bishop is a little more passive. My bishop is a little bit more active. I was pretty happy with this position. And position 0, 0, 0 according to the computer, but I was very happy with this in e6. All right, just ripping this apart, trying to get rid of one of my weaknesses, trying to attack them. If they capture, I will take with the queen. If they push, I will probably wind up taking with either the rook or the bishop. And we will see what happens from there. Pawn f3. Kicking out my bishop. Actually, I think my initial idea was to take with the bishop because it's a beautiful square for the bishop. If they take, then take, and now my bishop is just like a beast. It's a beast on this diagonal. They kick the bishop out, so we cannot, so we're going to be forced to recapture with the queen. So bishop back, and bishop out instead to defend the pawn. It also allows them to capture, right, because it's defended by the bishop. So I'm like, okay, I have to take. There might have been a better move. Maybe it would have liked this better. What is it like? Queen c5? E takes d5? No, wait. Queen c5, e takes. Okay, e takes is the second best move. Computer likes this. After takes. I don't know why they like this. What if they just take? Oh, then you take the bishop. Then what if bishop just goes back? Now do I take? Oh, now e takes d5. It just liked making this move first and making them retreat their bishop. And now once they take, So we basically spent the move putting our queen on a better square, and then we take, and now they take, and now our queen's just on a better square, pinning, I guess, this. But I actually like my queen where it is. I don't even want my queen to be here. The queen is defended here. Here, if they go like rook here, I'm not so sure I like that very much, but whatever. So takes. And bishop a6. Now, after they play this here, I have a couple ideas. What I really want to do, though, is prevent them from castling this way. So my idea with this bishop move is to control this entire diagonal. Maybe we get our bishop to here at some point, is one of my game plans. So now they cannot castle this way. They have to castle this way. And once they do, I can start I can put my bishop here, try to induce some pawn weaknesses, maybe threaten taking this pawn at some point. We can go here, maybe move this bishop back at some point and try to trade with this bishop at some point, and then play h5, h4, and keep pushing down the board. That's my game plan. So my game plan is maybe something like this, and now they can't castle over here. Opponent says, okay, a4. Opponent willingly leaving their king in the center of the board and just playing a4. Is 89? Okay, I answered that already. Cat. So the cat thing appears to be working. Let me see if the cat thing does work. It just is a square. It just shows a square on the screen. That sucks. Rip to the cat. A4. Opponent just doesn't care about the safety of their... Oh, they also can't castle this way because of my queen. I forgot. Rip. So, okay. The reason why this move is so good is because it prevents castling both ways, which is sick. And honestly, it might have been a good idea for my opponent to have tried to like trade queens or something, because then, I don't know, maybe they need to boot my queen off the diagonal, or they need to play a move like bishop back to play bishop here so they can castle at least one direction. But opponent just cannot castle. They took too long, and for the life of me, I don't know why my opponent didn't castle here. Like when I played castles, like why did they not just castle, which would have also defended their piece? I don't understand. This is defended. Like and now by doing this, now you can never castle here. So the game moves forward, and again here they can still castle. They can just castle here, but they play bishop out to defend the pawn. Okay, that makes sense. They don't want their pawn to get taken. Now they can't castle again, and they can't castle either way. Now they're playing moves like a4 to play a5, but I don't think it does anything. And I was thinking, am I scared of this? And I was like, no, I'm not scared. Bishop g6. Now, okay, I calculated two different things here. My initial plan was to play rook f8, bishop f7, and try to trade off with their powerful light square bishop. This bishop was annoying. I wanted to get this bishop off the board. That was my initial idea, but it's very slow and very passive. So I'd have to go like rook f8, bishop gf7. Then if they take me, I have to take, and my rook's up here, and maybe that lets me double. But if they don't take me, then I have to spend a move taking them, or they could also maybe retreat. And I don't know. I thought this game plan was a little slow. So I'm like, okay, what's a faster thing I can threaten? Bishop g6. And what am I threatening here? Pause the video. Oh God, I'm talking like it's a TikTok. Pause the video here and see if you can find what is being threatened in this position for white. Any takers? I was thinking about h6 like 4 or 5 moves ago. h6, yeah. Okay. My idea with g6 is open the d file. Kind of, almost, sort of. Do you see exactly though? So my idea, and they played into this. They didn't see my idea here. They played a5, which is fine because this idea is actually a bigger threat than my idea. So they play a5, which forces my queen to move somewhere. So a5, and then I said, okay, queen b5. I maybe could have played queen a6. It says queen c5. It likes a little bit better, but then they have this, and I don't know. I figured if I go here and then here, I could maybe get away with taking with the pawn, or I don't know. I wasn't quite sure what I was playing for, or I could play this more safely, but I don't know. I was thinking maybe b6 here if they play a6. Oh, you know what I was really thinking? Okay, actually. So actually I had something even better if they play a6. And they did play a6. Okay, I almost second guessed myself for a second, but a6 allows for my tactic. This opened up my tactical brilliancy that I had in this game. We played bishop g6, which looks like it seemingly does nothing, but what it does is it lines up with the queen, and now we have the amazing move, rook takes d5, a great move, because if pawn takes, the queen is hanging, so the pawn cannot take. Not only that, but check this out. So we want a bishop. They could take here with like an intermediate move, but then I will just use it as an umbrella pawn, and I'm fine. So they did that. They played an intermediate move. Takes. Oh, I took. Oh my God, I was brave enough to take. Wow, I took the pawn. I was like, you know what? I'm not using this as a umbrella pawn. I'm just taking the pawn. And now queen c5 check. And it's super scary because if I move my king out of the way, now they win the rook. So really best move here is to play what I played, rook c5. And now my rook is no longer hanging, and oh wait, this is not a check. This is not a check. Oh, the issue was they're not threatening check. So Queen f2 moves the rook out of line of fire of the bishop and also threatens a lethal checkmate. That was the idea here. The only way to both save my rook and prevent checkmate is, you could probably see it right here. There is also, and there's a couple ideas, but the best one, well, it's not checkmate. I'm sorry. It's not checkmate because the king can move, but it's very lethal. If I go down, they will win my rook here. If I go up, they will go rook here, and it will get very scary. It will get very scary. So I need to play. There's a bunch of I mean, maybe not. Maybe my king is totally safe once I wrap around here. But anyway, I'm trying to prevent this. So rook c5, rook c5. Rook is no longer able to be captured. Defending the queen infiltration. I'm just up a full bishop. We're just up a full bishop in this game. We just won a full bishop against a 1650. Oh my god. b4, opponent is really wants to take this pawn, and now I'm getting a little scared, but I calculate. I do some calculating. Because after this takes, I don't get mated. I have space to go, and I can go up and around and be totally safe, and that's what happens. And not only that, but I won a second bishop. So I won both bishops. Queen takes pawn, king wraps around, c6. I'm totally safe. It is -10, but it's so scary in the game when the queen is this far infiltrated. The rook's gonna come in. It's very difficult to, you have to calculate all this. And I did, rook a6, but now king just slides behind the pawn, and we're totally safe. This king is totally and completely safe here behind the pawn, and that's it. There's no more attack here. There's no more attack for my opponent. My opponent can't even castle. This rook cannot even participate in the game, and not only that, but my rook is going to get in the game potentially. And we have king f2 trying to activate this piece. And my first thoughts were, well, let's see if I can check them, and just like chase the king around and check. And I was like, all right, then king goes here, and I'm going to run out of checks potentially. And then actually, if I run out of checks, this does get a little scary. So what is the best move here for white? I spent a couple minutes on this. I only had 2.5 minutes on the clock, but I took my time here. Aqua says, wow. I took my time and found the amazing move. Bishop e3. I spent 40 seconds coming up with this. Bishop e3 is best because it is defended by the rook. It is a check, and it also wins the queen. So after this move, they move the king. They didn't even see the queen was hanging, or they would have 100% taken the bishop and at least gotten bishop and rook for the queen. Queen's lost. Queen is lost and white resigns. 26 moves. I think it could have kept going. Like they says, does it say rook e7 was played? I think it just ended. Oh no, it ended here. It ended here. They kept going. But they were definitely salty after this because they played these moves like instantaneously. No, was this played? It says there's a winner and a loser here. It says flag. I think this is the end of the game. I think this is the game ended here. It is -26, and that, my friends, is how we crushed a 1650. And damn, did it feel good. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel and check out this awesome video as well. It's chess and definitely would like it. Appreciate you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Crazy cracked, right? I'm just goated at chess, guys. Like, what can I say, dude? It's just not fair for everyone else playing the game. It's just not even fair. And now the computer calculated it was -20. Now it's mate and 10. It's not fair, guys. These poor people. Just trying to play some chess, you know what I'm saying? Bum, 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 bum. All right. Bum, bum. Sorry, I'm just chilling, guys. I'm just vibing to the music. I'm feeling good, guys. My voice is hurting a little bit. I need to save myself for tomorrow. I think I'm feeling like we're done for tonight. We were live for 2.5 hours. We talked about motivation. We did 2 chess games. I got 3 YouTube videos out of this today. Just sick. We got lots of good content coming up. That's all I got. We're gonna hit 2,000 followers soon. So if you're not followed already, consider doing so. You can say you are one of the lucky ones within the first 2,000. And honestly, imagine when we hit 200,000 and you could be like, dang, I got into Nick DeRue's stream early. I was one of the first 2K. Like, we're really, really close. We're 15 away. So next stream, that maybe will be my goal to hit 2K, and we'll do that on Thursday. Or Thursday so Monday and Wednesday we'll do chess on TikTok, and then Thursday we'll do the 2K stream, the stream where we hit 2,000. I think that'll be fun. All right. So yeah, thanks everyone. I miss you all. Well, I will miss you all. I have work tomorrow, but I'll see y'all on TikTok in the evening. Thanks, Aquacat, for coming in. You rock. I'd like to perhaps raid a friend. Maybe. I think that could be fun. We can end off with raiding, or maybe someone new who's playing chess. That could be cool too. I don't dislike that. Let's see who is doing chess stuff today, and we'll raid someone new. I see a couple people here who look good. They got some cameras. Maybe they're chatting. We'll raid them. We'll pick one of these dudes. And that's all for tonight, my friends. Yeah. All right. We're gonna raid this dude, Mr. Cheese Puffs, who is also playing chess. Don't forget, Thursday we're doing 1v1s. If you want to 1v1 me in chess, that's your opportunity to do so. This upcoming Sunday is our first ever chess tournament of the year that is open invite. If you want to play in our chess tournament, we'll be you can just be in our chess club. I'll give more information on that later this week if anyone wants to participate in it. You can we'll talk more about that on our TikTok lives and on chess on our Thursday chess stream too. It was a good one. Aqua says okay. Yo, Aqua, you should play in our chess tournament. Here's the link if you or anyone else want to join. But it's gonna be sweet. I've done like 5 or so chess tournaments in the past, and this one will be a cool one. It's our first one we're hosting on through chess.com directly. Usually we either use challenge.com as the sign up website, or we do it through Discord, but we have a club now on chess.com, so we're gonna get everyone on there. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. You guys rock. I'm gonna go sit down and do a little bit of work for YouTube tomorrow and eat some mochi and watch maybe a show or something. Relax my voice. Take care, everyone. Appreciate you. You rock and roll. Adios. Bye-bye now.